Hey folks, it's your buddy Mike Messier. Mike Messier here, coming in a little bit early. Better to be a little bit early than a little bit late. If anyone wants to give me an audio check, if you can see the chat bar, just go ahead and chat with me. Interesting location. I did want to do my face shield tonight. Not really as a joke, but with a sense of humor about it. I know that it looks goofy. You've probably seen some of these face shields around. And the reason to wear the face shield is it's probably a really good idea for protection against this COVID crap. Look, nobody's happy about this corona. We all have to do our part. Nobody wants to wear masks. I mean, I've got the mask, I've got the neck gaiters, but we're all doing our thing. Once again, if anyone wants to give me a nice audio check, feel free. So we got this Cesaro versus Big E match going on right now. I did like the opening of Smackdown. The opening of Smackdown segment was very good. Kind of reminded me of the old Saturday Night's mid-events. The wrestlers were kind of all coming out and expressing themselves and kind of cutting promos. I thought that was a little bit more lively than I've seen on a SmackDown. I'll be honest with you, I don't watch SmackDown every week. I don't tape it. Actually, I do tape it. I just don't watch it. SmackDown, the last time I was intrigued by SmackDown was that whole Jeff Hardy thing with Sheamus. Looks like Cesaro just got the victory here. He'll be making his stipulations. I did think that Cesaro's his mic work at the beginning of the show was better than usual for Cesaro. He did a nice thumbs up. He seemed like he was into it. I was thinking that when I saw the New Day, which I guess Apollo is injured. Xavier Woods is injured. I was thinking of his old name in TNA. But anyway, I thought that Big E was into it. I could be wrong, but was Kofi Kingston not into it? Was Kofi Kingston looking like he was kind of going through the motions of this whole thing? There's Kofi with a nice, flip there. I mean, athletically, Kofi Kingston, who's got to be pushing 35, 36 at this point, still in great shape. I mean, really is an excellent wrestler in the tables. I think there's a thing here with Kofi Kingston that he never did get his title rematch. I mean, for what it's worth, I actually pay attention to these things, folks. Kofi Kingston never got his championship rematch against Brock Lesnar. I'll take a sip of water. Okay, folks, I'm back. Like I said, let me know what the audio is like for those that are checking in. So now we see Big E and Kofi Kingston. I'm about to put Cesaro to the table. That gets interrupted. For those of you that are just checking in, thanks for coming into the Wrestle Chat. If anyone has any questions, go ahead and chat them into the chat bar there. I'll be happy to take your questions or your opinions. As far as pro wrestling goes, folks, we're seeing declining Raw ratings, declining SmackDown ratings. None of it has been very encouraging. Some of these female backstage announcers are pretty encouraging, though. This King Corbin individual doesn't do much for me. Like, go away, turn the channel heat. Looks like he's wearing Triple H's WrestleMania 22 robe. They are the fur robe. I do have that nice WrestleMania 22 action figure. I appreciate people checking in here, talk wrestling with me. Of course, the wonderful group, Wrestling with the Future podcast, my own Facebook stream. I have been doing just some experimentation here, folks, with online interaction. King Corbin is tall. I'll give him that. I mean, especially when you put him next to this maybe 5 foot tall female ring interviewer. She's not very tall. He is. I don't think he's a very good heel. I mean, to me, Corbin doesn't inspire people to buy money to see him perform. In fact, the thing with pro wrestling now, with WWE especially, is you have some people that could be like that. Alexa Bliss, active right now. I mean, this whole Corbin thing, Corona thing, has scared Roman Reigns away. I did get an early jump on this tonight, folks. So there's might be a few more people joining in on the fun. This AJ Styles Matt Riddle thing I think is interesting. I mean, you do have a couple of great athletes. I'm not a big Matt Riddle guy. I basically see him as RVD 2.0. I don't see the appeal of Matt Riddle. The bro thing was kind of lost on me. I mean, when Vince Russo, my buddy, says bro, people give him a hard time. But when this Matt Riddle does, it's the wonderful thing. So I guess it's just a bias. WWE merchandise. They're showing the T-shirts here. Look, there's always going to be T-shirts. I'm wearing a Macho Man shirt. I got my shirt. They're not giving me any money, so I won't say who. But I got my. So that's always fun. Let's see what else here, folks. As far as AEW this week, I did enjoy the Jericho. You know, like I support AEW. Basically, to not support WWE, or at least to have a choice. But I'd like to see more choices. Billy Corgan this week had a lot of things with NWA. I guess Meltzer or somebody reported that the NWA might go out of business. And, you know, we don't know if that's happening or not. I do realize that there's some background noise here, folks. So if anyone is having a hard time. As far as other pro wrestling things, been listening to a lot of podcasts. You know, the thing with pro wrestling is that if whatever's going on currently starts to bore you, let's see. I don't know if I have any other great big things to say. This Extreme Rules pay-per-view is coming up. I guess I should talk about that. I don't know if Ross is quite attractive, but because she's with Alexa, she has to play the goofball. And that's how Vince McMahon sees these people. And then not too many people will get COVID. This COVID shit really does suck, folks. It's really just, it's come to me in waves how bad it is. But I just got waved today pretty strong. There's Alexa Bliss. Like I said, she still looks good. I mean, you know, I'm not still. I mean, she's probably 30 years old, but she's been doing this thing for 6 or 7 years now. Pretty much looks the same. I have, if you ever saw that footage of Alexa Bliss in her bodybuilding days, even more impressive. All right, folks. Well, we've been doing this for about 10 minutes. I don't say something. Let me know you're alive here, folks. I don't want to disappoint you, but I do need a little interaction. Just chime in, say anything you want, say hello. Let me know you're breathing here. As far as the Cesaro match, once again, it was your typical WWE. WWE wins, he gets to pick the stipulations, his side. You know, we've got a whole roster full of guys: Cesaro, Dolph Ziggler. You know.